For joining us, I'm Angelique Lazardi.
And I'm John Overall. After a slow and relatively dry monsoon, fall kicking off with severe weather.
Yes, Tucson's east side was hit really hard with obvious signs of damage. We do have team coverage on tonight's storm. News 4 Tucson's chief meteorologist Matt Brode is live in the Weather Center.
And News 4 Tucson's Danelle Confair live on the east side, but let's get right to Matt with the latest on the storm. Matt?
All right, John, incidentally enough, we showed you that video of that tornado just north of the town of Phoenix, and it was a very small town. We actually had our own tornado warning here for much of Cochise County at 9:30 this afternoon. Severe thunderstorm warning, that turned severe. That tornado warning turned to a severe thunderstorm warning. That has now allowed to expire. But bottom line is, guys, the history of what we're seeing over the course of the last 24 hours can be expected in the next 24 hours, as we are seeing a lot of energy in the atmosphere. We're seeing a lot of what we call rotation, and oftentimes when we have rotation, these are the types of events where we can get tornadoes actually into the desert floors. Okay, let's start off. We have a flood advisory for the west side of Tucson until 10:30 this evening. We also until the east side until 11:15. So once again, do not cross roadways that are obviously flooded. Let's go over to live Doppler. The lion's share is occurring in northern sections of Cochise County. That was that storm that actually triggered that tornado warning for Wilcox. No evidence as to say that was a tornado or wasn't. Once again, you got to have human eyes really detect that, but we did see Doppler radar indicate that did see some rotation. Right now we are looking at a storm report damage on the southeast side of town with some storms that rolled through around the 7:30 hour. Biggest threat with this was a tree that was uprooted, power out, minor roof damage, and a sign literally bent over from what the National Weather Service is calling strong thunderstorm winds. Out there on the southeast side of town is where we find News 4 Tucson's Danelle Confair with more on that severe storm that rolled through Tucson's southeast side of town around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Danelle, what can you tell us from there?
Well, Matt, we're seeing several downed power lines. We're also seeing several uprooted trees. We talked to one man who said he counted about 40 uprooted trees in his neighborhood. Also, residents are seeing some of their roofs in their backyard. As you can see, this man's roof was around 6:30. Came off of his roof and landed in his backyard. You can see remnants of it. And here is joining us is Steven, an East Side resident. Tell me, when did this happen?
I think it was about 7:15 or so. We were just about to sit down and eat dinner, and of course I opened up the back door and it started getting windy. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna close that. And so then I opened up the front door. That's when it just really hit us. I mean, it sounded like a freight train. It hit us so hard. It was coming into the house. So I had tried to slam the door shut, and we all went into the hallway just to seek shelter. But yeah, it sounded like a freight train. It hit us so hard. The wind was just, you can hear it just peeling the roof right up, and the 3/4 of the roof is actually gone.
Everyone in your home okay though?
Yeah, we're all fine. Just shaken up, that's all. And it started raining on the inside because no roof, and so everything's all water damaged and you know, starting to drip in there and stuff. So
now, as of last count, TEP has reported about 700 residents without power. And of course, we'll continue to update you on your storm coverage on KVOA.com. Reporting live from the east side, Danelle Confair, News 4 Tucson.